Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe Football Show. It is Tuesday, the 20th of December, just 5 days out from Christmas now, and more importantly, just 8 days out till Leeds United are back and playing against Manchester City. I, for one, can't wait. We are playing tomorrow, though, in a pre-season friendly against Monaco, and of course, your boy Just Joe will be doing a watch-along for the game, so make sure you join me for that. But this is all your latest news concerning Leeds United and covering all the latest transfer news, both incomings and outgoings, so keep it locked as per. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell, and let's get into it.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like a house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt. Don't believe in any luck, I believe I'm self-made, yeah. Now, folks, today we're going to start with the latest news. The latest breaking news is, of course, that Cunha is moving to Wolverhampton Wanderers. Much like when there's a new pope and you see that white smoke, Fabrizio Romano saying, here we go, is basically the same as that. So full verbal agreement reached between both clubs, Atletico Madrid and Wolves coming to an agreement. Agreement also on personal terms, and it's a loan with an obligation to buy for around about £45 million. Now, medicals are scheduled, and that one's going to go ahead now. As I say, here we go, given by Fabrizio Romano, that signed, sealed, delivered, I'm yours, Stevie Wonder tactics. What I want to talk about, though, is the inflated transfer price. Atleti only spent 30 million on him from Hertha Berlin, what, 2 seasons ago, season ago, whenever it was. Wolves are going to pay close to 50 million for him. Now, we have to be realistic here, and that's why when I'm surprised when Leeds United get links to targets, like a Chris Wood, for example, that people say, oh, right, well, what about this player, Correa and Cunha, etc. And I personally did think it was viable that we could move for someone like Cunha, but when you hear they're paying close to £50 million for him, Leeds United are just not swimming in them circles. We have to accept that fact. Am I disappointed we're not swimming in them circles? Yes. Do I think we should be outlaying 50 million on Cunha? Probably not, but he is still very, very young. Just 23-year-old is still a great age, but £50 million is a hell of a lot of money. And look, if you look what Gakpo's going to go for now as well, you'd imagine he's going to go for close to that as well, probably to Manchester United. So it shows us, and Joe Donahue said this on Twitter, it's going to be so difficult for Leeds United to add known attacking quality this month. We do not have the funds for that. So those that are maybe turning up their nose at someone like Chris Wood, for example, although I don't think that deal's going to happen now anyway, because Chris Wood's come out and spoken to the local press in Newcastle to say, nah, I'm going to see out my contract here till 2024. I want to be here longer than that. If the club will allow me to be, probably won't be. He'll see out his contract and maybe move to the Championship. But there's no way that Newcastle get Champions League with Chris Wood leading the line, for example, is it? Let's be real here. But we have to be realistic about where we are as a football club. That maybe sometimes, I don't think people are like, people were digging me out saying you need to have better aspirations for our football club. I'm not the one making the decisions. Of course, I would love to sign Cunha, but when you see that Wolves are paying close to £50 million for this kid, we ain't getting anywhere close to that. It just shows you, right, that Victor Orta and Radrizzani need to hit the button when they get the opportunity to, because if not, you miss it. We had the opportunity to sign Cunha, we missed it. We had the opportunity to sign Rodrigo de Paul, we missed it. You have the opportunity to sign Gakpo, we missed it. Guess what? These players are now available, but are way out of Leeds United's price range, which moves me on nicely, really, to Noah Lang. Seamless transition there by your boy. But basically, Noah Lang is another one of them type of players that could come to the Premier League, smash it for Leeds, and move on for big money. Why not press that button on him? Because it's been touted out again in the Dutch press and other news outlets across Europe that Leeds United are ready to make another move for him. This coming after failing to sign Cody Gakpo, failing to sign CDK. I'm sick of hearing about it now. Let's push the button and make a deal for Noah Lang or someone like that, right? And just by magic, look at that. There's another player there. Another seamless transition by your boy, Just Joe. And it is, of course, Ounahi. Ounahi is another one, really, that Victor Orta has been speaking out in the press saying, yeah, we've been watching this guy for 2 years. We haven't pressed the button, though. He's gone to the World Cup. He's absolutely smashed it. Now Angers, who are bottom of Ligue 1, are ready to sell. They're getting offers from all over Europe. Their sporting directors come out as such. I don't think one of them clubs is Leeds United. I'm told it's Leicester. I think Leicester are definitely one of them that have actually spoken, got down to brass tacks. I do believe Leeds United have probably registered an interest, but Angers apparently want about £35 million for him. Do I think Ounahi is worth that? Yes, I do. I do. A player of his capabilities, how well he did at the World Cup, one of the star turns. But again, it's risky business, isn't it? Because you spend a lot of money in him, he flops, then Leeds United are up shit creek without a paddle. And I guess this is where we have to realise where we are as a football club, folks, Unfortunately, these football clubs that have cash money rich owners, Wolves have money to spend, always seem to be the case. Villa, Everton, even though they're in dire straits, seem to have money to spend. The top six is the top six. They're willing to take these risks. Leeds United, unfortunately, may be willing to, but can't because they don't have the facilities for that. We don't have the facilities for that, big man, and that's the unfortunate thing because there's so many names there that I've just mentioned that Leeds United have been linked to in the past, been close to signing in the past, and have missed the boat. And it's so frustrating because Matheus Cunha's gone. Ounahi's probably going to move to Leicester or another top club, but just frustrating when you know that Victor's been tracking him for 2 years. We lost out on Gakpo, CDK, the names, the list goes on. So would I like to see us go out and get a Noah Lang? Yeah, come on. We've been linked to him many, many times now. Let's not miss another boat. You know what I mean? Moving on nicely to ISCO. Okay, ISCO previously at Real Madrid, currently at Sevilla. Well, I say currently, he's just about to be released from his contract and will be available for a free. Now, there hasn't been any credible links to Leeds United as of yet. However, there has been in the past, right? And for me, this has got a Victor Orta reclamation project written all over it. It's either that or he moves to Wolves, right? He's previously worked with Lopetegui at Sevilla. Lopetegui's left Sevilla. Sampoli's not playing him. They've come to an agreement. Do you know what? Just after 4 months, release me from my contract. Yes, he is 30-year-old, but would Isco improve us? Yes, he would. Would he improve Wolves? Yes, he would. Where will he probably go? Wolves. It is what it is, but I think it's worth chatting about. He needs somewhere to go. He has nowhere to go. He has been a bit on the downward spiral. Leeds United, unfortunately, are swimming in waters where we have to maybe take risks like this. They ain't going to cost us a transfer fee, but maybe a little bit more in wages. Do you know what I mean? Would you be up for maybe approaching Isco and saying, look, free agent, come to the Premier League? Because if we don't, I think someone like Wolves will. We're running out of options, really, in terms of players that are available to us in our pool. Of course, Victor Orta will be looking at players that we're not even aware of, that not even your Phil Hay, your Graham Smiths, your David Ornsteins are aware of, That's just facts. But I'd love us to make a signing like an Isco, something along them lines that's going to come in and just lift the place, right? He carries a bit of gravitas behind him. I understand why people go, oh, Chris Wood, bang average, He could do a job. Trust and believe he could, but he's staying put at Newcastle anyway. But would Isco excite you? I think it would. But whatever happens in January, I do think Leeds United will sign at least 2 players. And Jesse Marsh was speaking to a fan yesterday during a stadium tour. I'm sure you've seen the clips. Big up to Jesse and that. They're very good at the social media side of things at Leeds United, and that's more power to them. But they were at a stadium tour and a fan asked him, where's Click going to be? And he says, Click will stay in January. Apparently he's going to start tomorrow night, so we'll wait and see. And probably going to start against Man City. I love Click, but should he be starting against Man City? Do we need to be moving on? Yes, I think we do. Squad player, yes. Starting against Man City, no. He did confirm to the fans, though, as well, that we are 100% after a striker and a left-back. Hopefully we make that happen. I still think we need more bodies. We need a centre-back. We need a centre midfielder. I'm really concerned about the current state of the squad, if I'm being honest. And I see clubs in and around us making improvements. So Leeds United need to splash the cash. Radozan is going to have to open up that wallet. 49ers are going to have to give us some extra money. Something's got to give. Leeds United need to start making moves. Hopefully they are secretly in the background, but we'll wait and see. And I will do my best to keep you updated as things happen. Thanks as always for watching. Make sure you join me tomorrow night. Smash a like on your way out, and I'll see you in a bit. Peace out. Leeds.
I don't think I do it.
Arsenal started like a house on fire. Signing number 2 for this new era. It's Judgment Day, people. Yeah! What did your boy tell you? It was never in doubt. Never in doubt.